It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, they found wins pretty hard to come by this season. But a game like tonight could be a great opportunity to pick up a much-needed win and boost their confidence. And tonight, we get to watch Miles Bridges, one of the more explosive young players in the league. Shaq, what do you like about him?
Ferocious, dunks everything he can, high energy, never takes a playoff.
Yep. His shooting has improved every year as well, Ernie. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's come miles with that.
He needs to keep refining his skill set, but I like him. I got it. He needs to come miles.
He's going miles with that.
I got it. I caught that.
Bridging his game from the collegiate ranks to the NBA. Right. Miles Bridges. Can have a lot of fun with his name. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Hello fans, welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday night action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Knicks wrap up this home stretch. And of course, DeAndre Jordan, he is still out of the lineup.
Yeah, and they're very happy to know that he'll be back on the court soon. But I'll be interested to see how it affects the team chemistry when he does ultimately come back. They've got a good thing going right now, and they've been playing excellent basketball without it.
And so off the tip, it's New York. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. Bridges out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Zeller in at the center position, and it goes down 2 points. Robinson's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Knicks. Both teams see Webb coming in very hungry for a win. They need a win, and for clubs that are struggling, in your opinion, how much can one win mean psychologically, turning things around?
Kevin, one win can change your world. One win can change the total outlook. Every winning streak has to start with that first one.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to look at it as a struggling team. And look, when you watch Zeller play, his game is all about activity. He runs the floor extremely well for a 7-footer. And remember, he also registered one of the higher verticals at the combine the year he was drafted.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Zeller. And Zeller drafted 4th overall. But to this point in his career, Chris, he's been mostly a role player.
Yeah, he needs to increase his shooting range the way that other bigs have. And even though he gives maximum effort every night, He has a hard time defending against quickness on the perimeter.
And so Zeller nails both of them.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach David Fizdale.
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. They're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush. Very deliberate with his moves.
Passes to Robinson. Now the dish to Smith. And the pass to Knox. 4 on the shot clock. And that one's on target from the wing. Knox has got his first bucket in this one. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Walker against Smith. Walker the pass to Zeller. It's tipped. He's looking for Kid Gilchrist and finds him. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Smith kicks to Robinson. To the middle. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Walker. And he really played well against Denver. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Goes back up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Quickly, let's bring up the list of the top rookie three-point bombers in the NBA. Number 1, Miles Bridges.
With the way he shot the ball from long range, he's earned his reputation as the top marksman of his class.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good.
And one thing that gives these scouts confidence in Zeller's ability to expand his shooting range is the fact that he's been a solid free throw shooter ever since he's entered this league.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Smith with it, picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Outside Robinson. 6 to shoot. Conley, the pass to Knox. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. Right through the D for the layup.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
Offensive rebound. Smith feeling it out a bit. Kicks it to Vonleh. Pass to Trier. Second chance shot. That's tipped.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Trier. Charlotte in the lead. Left side Walker. Some solid defense from Robinson.
But just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup. No, that was just a focal point for the Hornets last season, create more space on the offensive end. The result, they shot the ball really well from 3, but their efficiency inside the arc dropped dramatically.
So it's the Hornets now after New York gets the 3, and Zeller kicks to Bridges. In the corner, it's Monk beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Really an intimidating style of defense. I mean, they challenged everything at the rim, and that led them to victory.
That was a big-time block party. Even several shots they didn't even get a hand on were effective.
Now Smith after the missed 3 from Malik Monk. From the wing. Pass to Knox. Jacks up a 3. Bridges with the board. Charlotte trailing. To the inside. Kid Gilchrist. And good that time. And looking at the Hornets offense, it's not like they shoot a lot of threes. They were just extremely accurate.
Well, Kevin, that's something they worked on in practice. I mean, taking good shots out on the perimeter. And for the younger guys, the shot just became more consistent. I mean, but ultimately, it couldn't save them in the win-loss column.
Bridges shot. Good.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
Here's Ntilikina. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the paint, here's Smith. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. You know, Chris, parity, always a question, you know, in this league and how you try to get teams to advance. But over a long season, it seems like any team can surprise you on any given night.
Yeah, almost every team has the talent that can beat you, especially in a one game. You must respect your opponent. Sometimes it can come down to schemes, coaching. Sometimes it can come down to just one bad shot. You can never underestimate motivation as a factor. And that's where the good teams separate themselves. Who can continue to have that same focus every night, and in the words of Coach Popovich, that appropriate fear of your opponent.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul. Hezonja kicks to Ntilikina. Five to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Fires from the wing. And the shot is long.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
On the wing, Batum. Back to Parker. Charlotte moving it around. Launches a 3. Not going to go that time. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. And New York making a change here. Dotson's checked in. Knicks trail by 3. Tipped away. Moutier passes to Dotson. Now Thomas. New York, no good that time either. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Lamb finds Batum. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Come on, man. The concentration that Batum has had on these and-one plays is amazing. He's used to finishing through physical contact.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
One shot. One shot.
And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy, that's a pretty penny.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And so here's Charlotte. It's a 5-point game, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Oh, but I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Here's Ntilikina. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Hezonja. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Charlotte leading by 5. Parker with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And now here's Hezonja, defended by Batum. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Ntilikina. It's good from long range. Ntilikina's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They lead by 4. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Dotson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Misses from close range.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And the basket by Kaminsky. And now it's an 8-point Hornets lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Dotson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Drops in the tray.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And the Hornets call time here. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Charlotte making a switch here. Zeller's checked in.
And here's a chance to look at stats for Zeller. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's putting up 9 points a game, 9 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, we talk about players getting hot offensively. He's in the same kind of groove with his defense right now. He's a beast at that end of the floor.
Lamb passes to Zeller. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Zeller's got 8 points.
One of the better screen and roll prospects to enter the league in 2013. You see the hard work he's putting into it here in the pros.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team. Sometimes that change of scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
Trier, he's checked in for the Knicks. Hezonja kicks to Mudiay. Pass to Dotson. Shoots. New York, no good that time either.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jumper.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Batum attacking. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Dotson. Covered by Lamb. And it goes down 2 points. Hazanya's got his second basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Hornets lead by 8.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now here's Moutier, covered by Parker. Moutier finds Hazonia. Clock at 6. 16 feet away. Pass to Dotson. Tries yet again. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Dotson's got 5 points so far. Parker drives in. The teardrop falls in.
And able to get it done once again in close. Just one of the ultimate finishers at the rim.
Moutier kicks to Hazonia. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hornets leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Lamb. Zeller trying to free himself up. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist by Zeller.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Trier outside for Thomas. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Oh, that's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Bridges comes in for Nicholas Batum. Monk's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Kemba Walker in for Parker. 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The shot's good from Monk.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
The shot's good from Smith.
A nifty ball handler with some crafty moves. Smith Jr. knows how to create scoring opportunities for himself.
Now here's Walker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Bridges and Charlotte again with the bucket.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the two teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
And here's Smith. Shoots over Walker.
Well, Walker's stature is a disadvantage, but credit him for competing at the defensive end.
And so it's Charlotte looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
Hornets leading by 13. So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. Cody Zeller out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. Here's Trier. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Smith wide open. He fires. Buries it from 3-point range. Smith's got his third basket of the night right there. Smith against Walker. Inside. Here's Zeller over Robinson. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now here is Smith. 26 points for him last game against Brooklyn. From about 16, here's Vonleh. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
NBA rosters are turning over faster, it seems, these days. Chris, how much do former teammates know about defending one another? Or is it a non-issue?
Oh, no, it's more than a non-issue, Kevin. You were right in your assumption that, listen, if former teammates, they have a little more inside information. And you know why it matters? Because every day after practice, you know, the first thing guys do after they get their water, they play one-on-one. And so you understand guys' tendencies. You learn how they get into a rhythm. We're all creatures of habit. Let's remember what Kevin Durant did. Remember how he came down on the same end of the floor in the finals and hit the same tough shot over the extended hand that he did? Well, if you notice, he did that on his crossover, that right to left setup. And so if you know him, you may know that he's going to do that. And also, you may know that he has a counter just in case. It allows you to keep your hand out the cookie jar, not to gamble. It gives you an educated guess on maybe what some of the greatest offensive players in the world are going to go to next to get that bucket. Any piece of information matters. And yeah, if you've been practicing against them, that's a good thing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Smith outside. Just 5 on the clock. They grab their own miss. Robinson passes to Vonleh, and the dunk by Vonleh.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Shot's good by Walker.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Knicks trail by 13. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for Trier. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. And, of course, Charlotte, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And I think for Charlotte, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Well, it's clear they didn't do enough in the offseason to make any kind of major improvement. They're in for a long year.
To the left side wing. Here's Bridges. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for New York. Trailing by 10. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Now, here's Walker. 5 points in the game. He kicks to Bridges. In the corner, it's Monk. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Smith's got 9.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Walker the pass to Bridges. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Off target with what's what? A pretty good look from mid-range.
Bridges with the steal. Now, here's Monk. He's tightly guarded. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That's his first foul. Bridges kicks to Kid Gilchrist. From deep, Walker buries it from three-point range. Walker's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Charlotte. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Ntilikina. He has 5. He dishes it to Robinson. It's stolen by Monk. Here's Bridges. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about the balance and focus? Knock Bridges around all you want, but he is determined to score.
You know, watching Miles Bridges, he just brings so much energy to the team.
High motor guy, very aggressive. You know, a bit of a tweener, which in a positionless world could be a good thing. Explosive, strong, athletic. I think his best basketball is ahead of him.
One shot. One shot.
Chris, when you're watching how a team is put together, what signals are you looking for that the pieces now are the right ones for that team to be successful?
Yeah, what I look for is balance of talent. Are you heavy loaded at the point guard position? If you have 5 point guards, that's usually not a great balance. But do you have guys that can specialize in their different areas, rebounding, shooting, dribbling, passing? Do you have players that can space the floor that allows you to play the system that you want? Do you have guys that are engaged and have the ego and the pride to want to get stops on the defensive end? So with me, usually I see that it's a balance when you can kind of check off every box that you need to say, yes, we have what we need this season to get where we want to get.
And last season, LeBron said that the Knicks made a mistake passing on Dennis Smith Jr. in the draft. Of course, they took Frank Ntilikina out of France.
Yeah, a little shade thrown Ntilikina's way last season. Of course, he's one of the youngest players in that draft, and so plenty of time for this young man to fulfill his potential.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Ntilikina.
And the size, quickness, and defense of Ntilikina reminds some of a young Sean Livingston, a unique point guard with a promising future.
Walker's shot is off. Knicks trail by 11. To the paint. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 7 now in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Walker against Smith. And the call will be against Emmanuel Mudiay. That is his first foul of the game. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. But Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strengths and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally, but you look at championship winners. I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that theory.
New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. Lamb comes in for Kemba Walker.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Now here's Parker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Kicks it to Kaminsky. Back to Parker. Over Moutier. Parker's shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
It's deflected.
Oh, the length of Lamb. That is coming into play. He uses it well to block that shot.
The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Thomas.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And the Knicks making a change here. Dotson's checked in. Good on both.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
Charlotte leading by 7. Parker with it. Now defended by Moutier. Poked loose and stolen by Hezonja. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
New York's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Just adding to his arsenal. Ntilikina has what it takes to have a huge impact on the offensive end.
Now here's Lamb. Tight defense on him. Parker kicks to Lamb. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Moutier passes to Dotson. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Hornets lead by 7.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Moutier, covered by Parker. Here's Hezonja. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Hornets leading by 7. Batum attacking. Pass to Hernan Gomez. He gets it in there. Hernan Gomez has got 8 points.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Moutier kicks to Ntilikina. That shot no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Kaminsky. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Whether on the pick and pop or just finding space alone on the perimeter, Kaminsky's already figured out how to punish you from range.
To the inside. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for New York.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Knicks trail by 12. Here's Dotson. 8 points his last outing to end the run. Thomas up top. Knocks it loose. Over in the corner, Moutier. And the Knicks miss again. Charlotte's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And Lamb kicks to Hernan Gomez. Batum passes to Kaminsky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 17 feet out. The shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. The Knicks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. A different look for New York. Hornets checked in, and it's Trier in for Frank Ntilikina. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And he sinks the second. Hornets leading by 11. Parker looking over the floor. Outside, Batum. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Ellinson's checked in for New York. Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. From deep three-point range, here's Lamb. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And the pass to Hezonja. Finished off by Hezonja.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Charlotte has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Right side, Williams. To the paint, here's Lamb. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Knicks trail by 11. 1:32 left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's Moutier. Defense right on him. Pass to Dotson. Hezonja trying to free himself up. Dotson gets the bucket. Dotson's got 11 points.
The D with some heavy feet out there. I mean, too slow to rotate. Nobody communicating. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Lamb. Good on the shot. Lamb's got 7 points for the quarter.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Moutier kicks to Ellinson. And now here's Hezonja. He's guarded by Williams. Ellinson's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
And the size Williams has allows him to rise up for these type of dunks. A terrific athlete.
Knicks trail by 10. Now Hezonja. 6 points for him. Puts it up from 12. That one doesn't drop.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hello to the people, Shaq.
Hola.
Kenny's here.
Ni hao.
And we're analyzing the first half of action. Things were going Charlotte's way from the beginning. Their biggest lead of the opening period during a very exciting run was all the way up to 13 points. They were hot as the first quarter came to a close, making all 5 of their last 5 shots of the period. In the second quarter, they cooled off just a bit, but were still playing confidently and were able to finish the half up by 10. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
They did an awesome-erific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-erific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-erific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. And as long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
And Kenny, your take on New York?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The skyline of Midtown Manhattan so beautifully lit up tonight as we welcome you back to New York City. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What can you say, Jeremy Lamb? An impressive effort here today.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
They've got Bonley. Dennis Smith is out there with Trier. Then it's Robinson, and it's Knox in at the 3. And that's the group for David Fizdale as we begin the second half. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Monk. Monk's got 5 assists in the game.
Walker's a scorer first. Shots like that floater are an integral part of his arsenal.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
Kid Gilchrist with the steal.
Now look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and you know, that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And the potential that Kid Gilchrist has is exciting. A rangy defender who is finding his offense slowly but surely.
And both free throws good from Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Knicks trail by 14. Here's Trier. Outside Robinson. Pass to Smith. The tray. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got 5 assists in the game. Walker with it. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
One shot.
For Charlotte, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Down low, stolen by Robinson. Walker against Smith. Inside, Vonleh, the pass to Trier. Inside, Robinson. And he lays it straight in.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that? Nah.
Robinson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Zeller finds Walker. Now Monk, covered by Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by Smith.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Walker. He's got 10. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And Kid Gilchrist is very skilled at throwing it down. The D can't allow him to get that close to the cup.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for New York. A 12-point game. Stolen by Walker. To the middle. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Trier passes to Smith. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Some nice passing by New York here. Knocked away. Hornets leading by 12. Here's the break. That's short off the rim. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath. All right, a chance to look at the numbers now for Walker. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 11th in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball player. Here's Trier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and he trims the lead to single digits. Smith's got 6 here in this quarter.
And so assured. Can't give an inch of breathing room to Smith Jr. That's when he strikes.
Charlotte calls timeout. Well, defense is a big part of these players' games as the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. Second is Michael Kid Gilchrist.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the interior.
Well, yeah, and what it really says about them is that they're able to guard multiple positions now. That is a huge asset for most teams.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 7. They get it again. Kid Gilchrist. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Kid Gilchrist has got 8.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Outside Robinson. He kicks it to Smith. Walker with some nice D. Hornets leading by 11. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Out to the right wing. And there's Bridges on the assist by Walker. And that's 10 points for Miles Bridges.
Just a proven threat from beyond, and Bridges has a good feel for when to fire him from there.
Vonleh, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
No, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
Charlotte's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Monk kicks to Walker. Dishes to Bridges. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Banked in off the glass. Kid Gilchrist has got 8 points here in this quarter. Knicks trail by 14. Trier passes to Vonleh. Here's Trier. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Knocks the pass to Robinson. Here's Trier. Can't hit that one. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
The shot by Monk is no good. For New York, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Smith's shot is good.
And when Smith gets it going, boy, does he become difficult to slow down. His quickness allows him to get anywhere he wants on the floor.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 10. One-on-one fast break. Here's Trier, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Robinson's got his 6th assist on the night. Walker against Smith. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, man, you talk about making the engine run. Kemba Walker, he's the man. Lightning quick, stronger than he looks. I mean, this man is a competitor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Walker. And with Walker, the effort's always there. But, Chris, so is the production.
I mean, he has some of the best handles in the game. He's going to generate offense for you. He's a good bet for 20 or more points a game, 5 to 6 assists, and provides tremendous leadership.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Thomas checked in for Robinson, and it's Ntilikina in for Trier.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Lamb. Ntilikina can't hit. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets, leading by 12. Passes to Hernan Gomez. The dish to Kid Gilchrist. The 15-footer. Charlotte no good that time either. The Knicks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Charlotte leading by 10. Walker goes in, sinks that one from the post. Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
You got to admire how effective Walker is on offense. I mean, he's found his rhythm. He's riding that momentum.
Smith in the post, guarded by Walker. Good, nice play there from Vonleh.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so here's Charlotte. And here's Walker. He's got 14. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Kicks to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Bridges on the assist by Walker. And that's 13 points for Miles Bridges.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
And Lamb slams it home.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Lamb. Ntilikina kicks to Smith. His 3-pointers off the mark. Hornets leading by 15. There's the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Knox. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Charlotte has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Lays it up off the glass. Kid Gilchrist has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking it.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Thomas. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Some changes for Charlotte. Batum comes in for Bridges, and Tony Parker is subbed in for Kemba Walker. Hornets leading by 13. Now Parker. And it's Hezonja with the foul. That's his first foul. Up top, Hernangomez. 8 points for him. That one goes in. Batum's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, the D is doing everything they can against Batum, but in the end, he's just too long, too strong, getting the shot off in plenty of time.
Now, here's Moutier. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And the Knicks good for 2.
Look at this. I like this team basketball, keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
The Hornets shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Feeds it to Batum. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Ntilikina. Kept alive by New York. Yep, that one goes. Hezonja's got 8 points.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
And stolen by Vonleh. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Dotson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Hornets leading by 11. Batum scanning the floor. Lamb finds Parker. And the Hornets miss again. New York's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Moutier, no good.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Batum, good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Dotson. He's got 11. Excellent D there from Parker.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
Count it. And it's 9 points for Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Well, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
And now, here's Hezonja. 8 points for him.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near him.
Batum passes to Kid Gilchrist. And he banks in the layup. Kid Gilchrist has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. 17-point lead, their biggest. He dishes it to Lamb. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from 14. No good from Lamb.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
And there's the pass to Moutier. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Moutier's got 6. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Outside for Batum. Hernangomez finds Batum. Three-pointer on the way. Kept alive. And another shot. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against New York.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Hernangomez. Charlotte making a switch here. And he can't hit the second. It's deflected. It's stolen by Hernangomez. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Hernangomez out there with Bridges, and it's Zeller in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Moutier. Pass to Azania from downtown to the right side. Here's Knox. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Monk, the pass to Bridges. Knicks with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it with the shot. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Knicks.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Bridges kicks to Parker. To the inside from 13. Bridges misses.
Now, I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Moutier pass to Knox. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Now, here's Bridges, guarded closely. The rebound by Hazania. Bridges with the steal.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the team.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. On defense, Charlotte. 17 points was their biggest margin. Can't get it to fall.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Zeller. The Knicks pull it in. A ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game, and they need to avoid that. And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size differential.
Well, he has the ability to make some subtle adjustments. I mean, just create just enough space to get your shot off.
Here's Zeller following the basket by Emmanuel Moutier. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Smith checked in for Moutier. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Walker's checked in. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I tell you what, he's tenacious on the drive, isn't he? I mean, Monk constantly looking to get to the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
And so he makes both from the line. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Walker against Smith. Pass to Trier. Hezonja on the wing. Passes it to Knox. He kicks it to Robinson. 5 to shoot. On the mark with the 15-footer.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Walker against Smith. Walker looking for an opening over Smith. Here's Hernangomez. It's good. And the Hornets lead by 14.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
That's part of what makes him a great player. His effort level always stays high.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Hernangomez finds Walker. And stolen by Hezonja. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Smith with it. It's Hezonja in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
Bridges kicks to Walker. A beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
The pass to Hezonja. And here's Smith. Pass to Knox. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Monk. Launches it. Good on the 3-point shot. Monk's got 5 points in the quarter.
Look, that matches his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 in the first. Now he's got 1 in the second.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Walker. Passes it to Knox. Shoots from 14. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. 10 points for Robinson.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
Here's Monk. Outside, Walker. Over Smith. Walker's shot is off.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
3-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Bridges. Walker's got 10 points in just the second half. Knicks trail by 15. Smith the pass to Knox. Back to Smith. There's the pass to Hezonja. From deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got rebound number 8 now on the night. From deep, Walker. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. The Knicks making a switch here. Lonley's checked in, and a switcher also for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Hernangomez. The Knicks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kicks to Smith. And the shot is long. Hornets leading by 15. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. In the corner, Smith with it. Hits the three-point bomb. Smith's got 22 points.
And he's leaning on the three-point shot a little more in this half. Only had one before the break, but he's got 3 of them since then.
And here is Monk. The feed to Walker. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. Trier with the rebound. Trier's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Charlotte leading by 10. And it's Walker penetrating, poked away. Here's Zeller, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, if he gets his feet set and you give him time, Zeller can bury that in rhythm.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Walker. Smith kicks to Vonleh. New York moving it around. Robinson misses. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Knox.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. The Hornets shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Walker finds Zeller. Pass to Monk. Puts it up from 15. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Passes it to Knox. Smith with it. He's picked up by Walker. From 13. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Out left to the wing. Monk, the pass to Zeller. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New York.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
Dishes it to Smith. And the Knicks miss again. Charlotte leading by 13 to the middle. And here we go. Fast break. Kid Gilchrist has got it. Monk kicks to Walker over Smith. That shot is off. So New York will take it the other way. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
And the Hornets call time here.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kemba Walker.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Walker. Here's Monk. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Here's Smith. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Smith's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Walker finds Zeller. Back to Walker. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
I like how confident Kid Gilchrist looks behind that arc, launching that triple with his unorthodox shooting.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Down by 12. The pass to Trier. Down low. Here's Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Well, yeah, you want to save your best for last. The guys on these teams know that.
Now, here's Walker. There's 1:47 left in the game. Here's Bridges, and another three for Charlotte.
The jumper Bridges has is wet, demonstrating how lethal he is from his spots on the court.
Smith against Walker. Goes up at the stripe, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Bridges kicks to Kid Gilchrist. It's tipped to the left wing. Lets it go with the three. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Knox. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Knox has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New York. Charlotte's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Kid Gilchrist got space. Rebounded by Knox. New York, they're working against the clock now. He kicks it to Smith. Inside, and stolen by Zeller. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The shot's good from Monk.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
Now, here is Smith. And Smith gets double-teamed. Pass to Knox. Shoots over Bridges. But they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
The wide open look here for Vonleh. And the Knicks hit again from deep. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Zeller. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. In the corner, it's Monk. Fires the three. It's off. And so it's Charlotte with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Tony, what was going good for you offensively tonight?
I think the ball movement was great tonight, but I think the main thing for us is to play great defense. Defensively, we have to be at our best, and everybody has to help, and I think tonight we did a great job.
Really got it going when you needed to. Thanks, Tony. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.